hiding pretty deep. Like I thought, the record isn't in the ordinary directory. It's triple classified, disguised as regular system data.
Which means someone hijacked the department's equipment to make this.
Correct. I just scanned the device itself. It looks like a basic calibrator, but the inside is completely different. Long story short, it stores and amplifies a tiny slice of voidstorm frequency, just enough to make stuff designed from Exostrider tech lose control.
Stuff designed from Exostrider tech.
And here's the kicker. Whoever made this can control it remotely.
So it can be activated again at any time.
Exactly. It's literally a ticking time bomb. You're probably wondering why I didn't hand this over to the Academy, right? Before we identify the Frostlands contact, I'm not letting it out of my sight. So first, we've got to neutralize the threat. With the production records and device data, I can try to override the device's permissions. Get it to only activate if it resonates with me. It'll reboot during the process, though. And, there might be some noise.
You mean the mechs here will be affected?
Yes. That's why I'll need you to keep them in check during the process.
Sure. I've got you.
All right, starting now. Having someone cover my back like this, not too bad.
Leave it to me.
Quick and clean. It's been overwritten. Don't have to worry about it being remotely controlled. Glad we pulled it off in time. You got me. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Gotten a bit rusty. Stay in your comfort zone too long and you start to slack off without realizing it. Back in the day, I would have handled this in 28 seconds flat. Because the longest reboot time for the auto defense array is 28 seconds. Sorry, back to the topic. While digging through the database, I noticed something. The Academy's mechs and the Void Matter Barrier security logs show unusual access. Someone used admin-level protocols. Also, the device's data has 3 frequency waveforms. One from Hyvatia. The other 2 are unrecognizable. Just by, browsing the Academy forum. All right. I was once tasked to hack into the Institute's database and tamper with Hyvatia's calibration data. But I didn't change anything, just threw in a few emojis and left a note telling them to upgrade their encryption. That backfired, though. Got me flagged.
Back to those waveforms. If one is vivacious, then the other two are likely the targets for the next experiment.
I think you're right. Next, we need to figure out what those waveforms correspond to. Maybe we'll find a clue in the Lynae ecological studies. Let's head to the Space Trek archive then.
Just exploded in the discharge. Get over here now.
You might want to brace yourself before Nana strikes you. Allow me to introduce Miss Iris. That's right. She's the Archives Administrator, responsible for indexing all the data here. A very reliable senior, you could say.
Hello, I'm Iris, the retrieval AI of the Space Trek Archive. Miss Lynae and Rover, what can I help you with today?
Oh, you look beat. Everything okay, Miss Iris?
The archive experienced a data leak recently, so I'm running system maintenance in the background. But don't worry, routine queries are still available.
We want to look up info related to this waveform data.
Searching now. Found 3,281 matching entries. Should I list them all?
That's a lot. Add these keywords: Void Storm and Exoswarm Contamination.
Understood. Narrow down to 324 results. Down to 3 results now.
Big improvement. Let's split up and review them.
Locations for those files are marked. Need anything else? Maybe some tips on your school life? Never call Mr. Sigma Traffic Illuminator unless you're up for a 10-minute nonstop high-speed chase.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis submissions?
Huh. Void Matter Storm Surveyor Amplifier Module Manufacturing Manual. Version 3.12. This is the original manufacturing record for the device Lynae found. Could be useful.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis submissions?
Determining exoswarm contamination thresholds via synchronous accelerators. Tensor renormalization of the void storm's frequency. It looks like it's a paper studying the impact of the void storm on exoswarm. I can't understand a word. But if I match the waveform Lynae found with the data in the paper, it's void worms.
Going on your end? What I found were mostly things we already knew. Abnormal void storm cycles and the Institute's equipment acting up for no reason. A void worm. Could it be? They're planning to use the device to trigger a void worm's rampage? If so, then their target could be...
The Research Institute.
That's the most likely target. With the Great Sword there, void worms usually steer clear of the Institute. but before Hyvatia lost control, I saw a lot of contaminated exoswarm remains nearby. Looks like the contaminated exoswarm and Hyvatia were just tests and rehearsals before the main event. Whatever their game is, the real goal is to control a void worm to attack the Institute. Void worms spawn under the influence of Threnodian energy. In other words, as long as the Void Storm and the Threnodian exist, they can't really be destroyed. This isn't a problem we can fix with a quick solution. I'll leave that to you. As for me, there's one more thing I have to do. The Department of Engineering's crafting platform runs a mass production line. The Frostlands must have more of these devices. If they activate them to lure a void worm toward the Institute, we'll need a backup plan. With the manufacturing manual you just found, I can boost our device's power 2 to 3 times. That way, if a void worm shows up here, we'll have a stronger bait. The Space Trek Collective has defense systems and restraining devices in active void worm zones. If we draw it there, we can keep it from attacking the Institute. Like I said, it's only a backup plan. Once you warn the top brass, they'll have countermeasures ready. Besides, with the permissions overwritten, I'm the only one who can control the device. That ties me directly to Hyvatia's malfunction. So yeah, I'd rather not use it. Is that the time? Ugh, trouble's just about to roll in. By now, they've probably noticed I've overwritten the device's permissions. This contact of ours isn't going to just let it slide.
Miss Lynae, the Academy requires your presence for a follow-up inquiry concerning Hyvatia's malfunction. Also, we've received an anonymous report alleging that a criminal record and prison history under the name Lynae closely matches your identity. This raises concerns about possible falsification of your admission documents. Please cooperate with our investigation.
I'll answer any questions you have, but this has nothing to do with him. He only enrolled today.
Very well, then. Please return to your dorm and wait for further questioning. Leaving without authorization during this period will count as a breach of Academy regulations.
Sorry. I'll count on you for the rest.
If, as Lynae said, the Frostlands have infiltrated the Academy, I need to be careful who I lure from the Institute. For that, I need someone I can trust. It looks like I'll have to visit the infirmary again.
You let me last week. I spotted a few parameters
Ah, what a rare visitor. I assume the Void Storm, those void worms, and your admission would have kept you too busy to drop by.
Frostlands have contacts inside the Academy. They're planning an attack on the Research Institute.
That's certainly surprising news. And what do you need from a school doctor like me? Should I say, why come to me at all?
Because I'm still new to the Academy. Professor Mornier isn't around, and I have no way to judge if I'm passing the message on to the right person.
Then you trust me?
You gave me a hint when we first met, didn't you? Saying welcome back and recognizing me as a Black Shores bloombearer. That's not on my official record. Your knowledge of me goes beyond the paperwork. Besides, Chisa mentioned I left the academy in a hurry. So, someone must have helped to erase my trail. It didn't exactly act like that was our first meeting either.
Interesting theory. Though I'm not sure I fully understand it. What I'd like to know is, what do you want me to do about it?
Not going to admit it, huh? Fine. No time for games with an emergency looming.
I see. Pests inside the academy, then. Void worm attack on the research institute. It must be part of a bigger play. Ivasia's malfunction, the abnormal void storms. I fear it's all connected. Don't worry. I'll handle things with the institute. Whatever you discover, or whatever course of action you choose, I won't interfere. I'll provide support when the time comes. Now go do what you must.
About the notes you lent me last week, I spotted a few. About the notes you lent me last week, I spotted a few parameters in the bed. Oh, good to see you again.
Hello there. Can I help you with something? Miss Lynae. She's not in the dorm right now. Would you like to leave a message? Wait, are you Rover? Miss Lynae asked me to tell you that if you're coming to see her, just wait in her room. Not really. She got a sudden notice from the academy and left without saying much. It's rare to see her so down. Whatever's going on, I hope it works out for her. By the way, here's her room number.
Detected. Strong behavior and spectrum signature match. Current ID, Rebel College, first-year student. Last referencing.
We've got the mind-bending herder, the eccentric traffic illuminator, the ghost girl. What's the other campus mystery? Oh, right! The Academy's dark side.
Well, look who's here. How's everything going?
I've informed Dr. Harrison and Professor Mournier about the situation. Once the Institute gets the warning, they'll prepare accordingly. The Fraxidus' plan is still unclear, so it's best not to act rashly. Any investigation, leave that to me.
Nothing urgent for now. But since you're here, maybe we could talk a bit. Sorry about this mess. I really should have cleaned up. You know, back in the new Fed, my room was just a bed, a chair, a desk, and my weapons. Mercenaries? We don't know what a real life is. We only know survival. That's why we never settle down. Everything that isn't gear or a weapon is just dead weight. But the more dead weight I pick up here, the more I realize how much this place means to me. At first, I only saw the Academy as a way to outrun my merc past. Didn't care about the cost. I took the chance. No hesitation.
Star Torch Academy. It's really important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, every day here is a blessing. I get to splash color around, cruise under the sun, and learn stuff I never even knew existed. This place may be buried under frost, but it feels brighter and freer than anywhere I've been.
About that anonymous report on Lynae's criminal records and prison history, who are they really talking about?
The Fraxidus is Lynae. Mercs in the new Fed are essentially government contractors. After I took her identity and faked my death, they wiped all my merc records clean. Now that I think about it, it's kind of funny. I can't even prove who I really am anymore. Whichever Lynae I am, I don't belong here. But still, I truly appreciate what you've done for me. Thank you for speaking up for me more than once. And thank you for trusting me. It's rare to have trust unbound by contracts. I'm not a student here anymore. The Academy let me know the result of their investigation. They're kicking me out, sending me back to the new Fed. Then it's either back to the old work or spend my life behind bars. Not like I choose either one of those. Before the Academy locks me down for good, this is my last chance to run. I've never belonged here. This stolen school life was always gonna end, sooner or later.
Is that really what you believe?
Sorry, but I have to go.
Attention all faculty and students. Void storm activity detected. Seek immediate shelter nearby. Do not leave Academy grounds. The void storm will cover the entire campus in 5
The
minutes.
void worm.
Initiate
And the target is-
emergency protocol 5
Oh.
now.
Not the research institute.
Attention all faculty.
It's heading
and
for the
students.
Academy.
Void storm activity detected. Seek immediate shelter nearby. Do not
Lynae?
leave Academy grounds. The void storm will cover the entire campus in 5 minutes. Initiate emergency protocol 5 now. Attention all faculty.
Dark alleys. Hushed whispers. Greedy eyes hiding behind masks. That was everyday life for a mercenary. I used to wonder, what if the sky above me wasn't always black? What if there really was another life I could choose? Even if the price would forever haunt me from the shadows, I'd still take the deal. No question. Every day at the Academy has been more than I ever let myself hope for. The bright halls, charging into the unknown with people who had my back, eyes locked on the edge of the world, those good mornings at dawn, moments that don't just shine, but burn. Now I know that living, really living, has colors I didn't even know existed. So bright, you'd bleed to hold on to it. But just like the stories in all those old comics, stolen time always comes knocking. Is it really okay to run away?